All right, so far we have done some substantial work in our spreadsheet. So to save my spreadsheet, all I need to do is click on File and Save As, and you will give yours. You'll choose where you want to save your spreadsheet, right? What folder? And let's say I want to save it on desktop, and then you give it a name. I already saved mine by the name Miss Agency Excel spreadsheet, right? So they ask me if I want to replace it. I say yes, all right, and you will see book one up here replaced by whatever name you choose to name your spreadsheet by. All right, so let's continue with some formatting features. Let's say, for instance, you call this the column headings. So I'm going to highlight that, and I'm going to apply bold to it. I'm going to use italics on it as well, and I'm going to center it. Now, this is the center, the column headings. I can put it to the right, I can put it to the left. I prefer center. Let's say I want to center all of my data. All I need to do is highlight all of the data and basically choose center, and it looks like that. Let's say, for instance, I want to move the entire spreadsheet so that it begins in cell A5. So I highlight all of the data, I right click, I'm going to choose cut, I go to A5, I press enter, and that is what you call moving the spreadsheet so that it begins in cell A5. Let's say I enter the name of a particular school. Let's say we say this is a Hilton um, virtual classes, right? Okay. Let's say the date. Now I want to introduce you to the date function. To do the date, we can put equal sign today, open and close bracket. When I press enter, it gives me today's date. Now I can format this date by right clicking and choose format cells. And I can choose the style I want my date to be displayed as. Alright, so I will choose the long date. I'll say OK. Alright, now when you see this, what it means is that my column is not wide enough to accommodate my answer. All I need to do again is to widen my column. Alright, so don't get scared by that. That is called a column width error. Alright, another formatting feature that we could do, we could merge and center our title rows. We call these two things row 1 and row 2, our title rows. Alright, so I highlight it from columns A to G, and I'm going to choose merge and center in my menu up here. Right, so what I've done is merged the cells from A1 to G1. I have to do the two rows separately, because if I do them together, I will get a message telling me that I will lose data, and essentially the date will be lost. All right, that is why I have to do it separately. Okay, let's do some formatting features again. I could increase the font size. Let's bold it. Let's double underline this time. All right, let's also increase the font. Okay, choose double underline as well. I will apply italics to the date, italics to Hilton virtual classes. All right, so my spreadsheet now looks like this. All right, one last thing I want to do in the spreadsheet, I want to highlight everything from first name, right, straight on until all of the average, and I want to put borders throughout, and my spreadsheet looks like this. Of course, I could apply colors and that sort of thing to cells. This is a feature that students, once you tell them about it, they tend to overkill it and use too much of it. So be mindful of that. Right. So far my spreadsheet is looking like this. I want you to type out a spreadsheet and use the sum function to find the total, the average function to find the average, and also the date function to put in the date. Right? You can put in your name in your spreadsheet as well in the third row and merge